first will take care about in understanding why exactly this particular cucumber has been came into the picture. I mean, while working this particular current market, we are able to see that having with different type of tools are available in the market. As these many tools are available, as these many tools are available in the market, why exactly we need to take care about having this particular tool, how we can take care about in utilizing that particular respective tool here. Let's say that. So first, we'll understand that what exactly the purpose of this particular tool, how this tool has been came into the picture. For that, let's take care about in comparison with other automation tools. You may try with any of other automation tools. We need to take care about the concept of automation testing. Meaning of automation testing? Testing done by tool. If I'm taking with that particular tool, every automation tool, every automation tool, it will have its own advantages and then taking with its own drawbacks. Every automation tool, it will be having its own advantages and then taking with its own drawbacks here. Which automation tool need to be used? It's totally depends on that particular project and it will depends on that particular client. Based on that project and based on that particular client, we need to take care about in utilizing that particular respective tool here. Now, as simple, when you compare with any of automation tool, it can be Selenium tool or it can be that particular QTP tool, any automation tool, we need to take care about the concept of automation framework. Meaning of automation framework? Meaning of automation framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules. We need to take care about in following with creation of that particular respective folder structure with that particular standard rules. What exactly that particular standard rules need to be followed? It depends on that particular project, depends on that particular client. Based on that project or based on that particular client, we need to take care about in following that particular respective standards here. Okay. Now, you may take care about any automation tool. It's mandatory that we need to take care about. It is mandatory that we need to take care about in utilizing that respective framework. According to real-time standards, it's mandatory that we have to take care about frameworks concept. Without working frameworks concept, we can't say that we done with 100% of automation testing. That particular framework, while working with our Selenium tool, What are the frameworks we done? As part of Selenium, what are the frameworks we done? TestNG framework, hybrid framework, and then taking with POM framework. So as part of our Selenium, we got take care about considering the TestNG framework and then taking with hybrid framework and then considering the POM framework. We got take care about these particular frameworks here. Okay. If I'm taking these particular frameworks, if I'm taking with these particular respective frameworks, if I'm considering any of these framework from the tester perspective, it will be easy to understand. If you are thinking about tester perspective, it will be easy to get understand. The same thing if you are taking with the client, the same thing if you are thinking about the client from the client perspective, which is not like an easy to get understand. Whatever the frameworks we discuss or whatever automation frameworks are there, if you are thinking about client perspective, from client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. The one limitation or the one drawback, we can say that from client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. This is one limitation we got. It may be Selenium tool or QTP tool or any other tool. You may consider any of the automation tool. The one limitation we got, the limitation from client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. From client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. This is one limitation. Similar to that, we got one more limitation. As part of automation framework or automation testing, we are taking care about developing automation script according to our understanding. On which basis we are developing automation scripts? Based on manual test cases. Based on manual test cases, based on manual developing, based on manual test cases, we need to take care about in developing with automation scripts. Say the understanding. Based on manual test cases, we need to take care about in developing automation script. Let's consider our framework. Any of our framework we done, as part of the framework, we got take care about in creating the respective folder. Like we done with lib folder, test scripts folder, utility folder, test-output folder. Did we create it? Or did we maintain any folder for manual test cases? In the framework itself, did we maintain any folder for manual test cases? No, we have not done with any of the folder for manual test cases. We develop automation scripts based on manual test cases only, but we are not able to maintain manual test cases in the framework. The second limitation. What is the first limitation? From client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. That is what the one limitation he got. The second limitation, we can say that if I'm taking with the second limitation, we can consider that not able to maintain manual test cases, not able to maintain manual test cases in the framework. So if I'm taking with the second limitation, we can say that not able to maintain manual test cases in the framework. That is what the second limitation. Similar to that, the third limitation. What is the second limitation? Not able to maintain manual test cases in framework. That is the second limitation. Similar to that, the third limitation. We are taking care about in generating or creating different type of frameworks. We are taking care about in generating or creating different type of frameworks here. Okay, see that, see the understanding. Now, if I'm taking with these particular reports, we got HTML report, nothing but test-ng results, and we got log file, and then we got Jenkins results. In the framework, we are able to maintain HTML reports, we are able to maintain log file, and we are able to maintain Jenkins results. As we are able to maintain these results, if you refer HTML report, by referring HTML report, what we can understand? How many test cases has been passed and failed. By referring HTML reports, we can understand that how many test cases has been passed and how many test cases has been failed. In the same way, by referring log file, what we can understand? Timestamp, date and time. By referring that particular log file, we can understand that at what particular date and at what particular time. At what particular date and at what particular time it has been executed. That is what we can understand. In the same way, Jenkins results also, that is also we can understand that the same of test-ng, how many test cases passed and failed. All these things are perfectly okay. We done with all the implementation, test-ng, test suite, log4j, Jenkins, all that implementation we done. But when we done with all these implementation, anywhere did we done connectivity of manual step and then automation step? In the framework, we created methods. We written the methods also. According to the manual step, we got created required methods in general.java. But there is nowhere of connectivity. There is nowhere of connectivity for manual step and automation step. So the third limitation, not able to provide connectivity, not able to provide connectivity between manual step and automation step, not able to maintain connectivity between manual step and automation step. This is what we can consider that. This is what we can consider that taking with. This is what you can consider that in taking with these particular three limitations. This is how we got any limitations while working with maximum of automation tools. What is the first limitation? From client perspective, frameworks are not easily understandable. First limitation. Second limitation, not able to maintain manual test cases in framework. And the third limitation, not able to provide connectivity between manual step and automation step. So these are the limitations we got it. These are the limitations we got. To get overcome these limitations, to get overcome these limitations, we got one more tool in the market that we will be taking with Cucumber. So if I'm taking with this particular Cucumber, we can consider that it is an automation tool. That particular Cucumber, we can consider that it is an automation tool followed by BDD framework. Cucumber, we can say that one of the automation tool followed by the BDD framework. In simple, while working this particular Selenium, what are the frameworks we mentioned? TestNG framework, hybrid framework, and taking with POM. In the same way, while working these particular respective Cucumber, we can consider that we got this particular BDD framework. That means every tool, every automation tool, it will have its own advantages and then taking with its own drawbacks. Every automation tool, it will be having its own advantages and then taking with its own drawbacks here. While working this particular automation concept or automation testing, what exactly the three limitations are there? To get to overcome that particular limitations, we can take with the help of this particular tool. While working this particular tool has been followed by working with BDD framework. With the help of this particular BDD framework, with the help of this particular BDD framework, we can take care about in overcome with all these three particular limitations. With the help of this particular respective BDD framework, we can take care about in overcome with all these particular limitations here. Let's understand how exactly we can overcome that limitations and how exactly we can take care about in working with this particular BDD framework? Let's see that. Let's look into that. Let's take care about it. Now we got that particular BDD framework. So how we can implement this particular respective framework? It can be any kind of framework. Framework concept is same. What is the meaning of the framework? Creation of folder structure with standard rules. You may take care about any kind of the framework you will be following with the same. While working with BDD also, we need to take care about in following with that particular respective standard rules. What exactly that particular respective standard rules need to be followed? Let's understand what exactly that particular standard rules need to be get followed. Further, we need to take care about followed by three steps here. That particular BDD framework, that particular BDD framework followed by that particular three steps here. Let's understand what exactly that particular three step. In that first understanding, if I'm taking with BDD, what is the full form of BDD? Behavior driven development. If I'm taking with BDD, we can mention that behavior driven development. What exactly mean by that? What exactly the standards to be followed? In that we need to take care about. In that we need to take care about followed by that particular three standards. So just make a note of that. The one you need to be get mentioned that taking with future file. You need to be get mentioned that future file. Within a brackets, you can mention that HRMS dot future. And another one taking with step definition file. Step definition file. Within a brackets, you can mention that taking with step definition dot Java. After that, mention that taking with tester run file. Tester run file. Within a brackets, mention that tester run dot Java. Make a note of these three files. All online students also, please make a note of these three particular things. A simple one is future file, another one step definition file, another one test run file. One is future file, another one step definition file, another one test run file. Okay, say that. Just make a note of description for these three things. Make a note of that particular description. Take with the first one. What is the first one? Future file. Write the description to provide all manual step to develop automation scripts. To provide all manual steps to develop automation scripts. Right with the first one, considering that to provide all manual steps to develop automation scripts. To develop automation scripts. Next, take the next one. Step definition file. Step definition file. To provide all reusable. To provide all reusable functions. To provide all reusable functions based on future file. Based on future file within a brackets general.java. Within a brackets general.java. To provide all reusable functions. To provide all reusable functions based on future file. Based on future file within a brackets general.java. And take the last one. What is the last one? Tester run file. If I'm taking with tester run file, consider that to execute one test case or multiple automation scripts. To execute one or multiple automation scripts based on future file. Based on future file. To execute one test case, one automation script or multiple automation scripts. Multiple automation scripts. Multiple automation scripts based on future file. Based on future file. So the whole conclusion, while explaining this particular cucumber or while walking this particular BDD, if I'm taking with this particular BDD or while explaining this particular cucumber for interview, you guys need to be get comfortable taking care about mainly explaining these three particular steps. One, you will consider the future file, another one step definition file, and another one tester run file. If I'm taking with future file, what is the meaning of future file? To provide all manual steps to develop automation script according to our understanding. According to our understanding, automation scripts has been developed based on manual test cases. Automation scripts has been developed based on manual test cases. So based on manual test cases, we need to take care about in referring or developing that particular automation scripts here. When you're working with this particular cucumber or while working with this particular BDD framework, you written the second limitation. What is the second limitation? Not able to maintain manual test cases in framework. But while working BDD in the framework, nothing but in your project, you are creating future file. In that future file, you are taking care about all your manual steps. What exactly the steps you want to automate, all that particular manual step, you are taking care about it. In case if you want to create that particular future file for your project, it can be Java project or it can be Maven project. If you want to create future file, how exactly you can take care about in creating with that particular future file? You may take care about Java project, or it can take care about Maven project. So while working this particular future file, if you want to create one particular future file, what exactly the steps need to be followed? Considering the taking with right click on that particular project, right click on that particular project, and then taking with new, and then considering that taking with new, and then mention that file that it will be taking care about name. Name can be anything. Name can be anything. That doesn't make any problem. Whatever the name you want to provide, you can provide any name. It doesn't make any problem, but you have to make sure that you need to make sure that giving with extension, providing extension. What is extension? Dot future. You need to be get provide that particular extension. Considering the dot future, it has to take care about in creating that particular future file. So as simple according to the concept of cucumber, or according to that particular concept of BDD, you have to take care about in maintaining that particular respective future file. So to maintain that particular future file, you may work with Java project, or you may work with Maven project. The steps to be followed, taking with right click on the project. Once you've done, right click on the project, considering the new, from the new, you will be taking with file. From the new, you will be taking with that particular file, which you will be taking with the file, which you will be taking with the file, that particular file, you need to be get mentioned, considering that taking care about the name. Name can be anything. The name can be anything. You can provide that particular name. Name can be anything. Considering that, taking with dot, mentioning that, taking with dot future. The extension. What is the extension you have to provide? Dot future. So that is what you will take care about creating the future file. Once future file got created, in that particular future file, you need to be get provide all the steps to be automated. What exactly the steps you want to automate, you have to take care about in providing all that particular step. While providing the step, again, you need to follow certain standards here. While providing that particular manual step, you have to take care about in following with certain standards, what exactly that standards need to be followed. That will look into that. But for now, this is what the first step need to be get considering the future file. So according to that cucumber or BDD, we got in a first option considering the future file. If I'm taking with future file, what is the use of the future file? To provide all manual steps. Now assume that in that future file, you written the step of open application, login into application. You written the step of open application. In case of open application, what are the steps you have to follow? Launching the browser and enter URL. So launching with the browser, entering the URL. Again, that activity taken care by Selenium only. By using Selenium, we are communicating with the application. Even though you are working with Cucumber, While working with the Cucumber, you are taking care about the respective of Selenium code to perform the manual step. What exactly the manual steps you are already provided? According to the manual step, you have to take care about, as usual, writing all the required methods. That is what exactly we done in the hybrid framework or POM framework. In that hybrid framework, we done with general.java. What we maintained in general.java? What is it? All reusable functions related to whole application. In the same way, POM, we done with login page.java, logout page.java. In login page.java, what we maintain? Yeah. In POM framework, login page.java, what you maintain there? Yeah. Base class. What is it? All objects and functions related to login page. Related to that page, the framework itself, POM, related to that particular page, what exactly the objects has been required and what exactly the functions has been required. We got maintain that particular things. So that is how we got an option. That is how we done it. I mean, according to that framework, we got take care about writing the methods. The same thing followed, but the terminology according to the Cucumber, what you are consider? What do you consider? Step definition file. As usual, you are creating one class. Class name, you can provide anything. You can mention general.java or step definition.java, whatever the name you want to provide, you can provide any name. As simple, you are creating one particular class. In that particular class, you are taking care about writing all our user defined methods. Meaning of user defined methods? What is it? Defined by the user. So that particular methods we are maintaining, considering the reusable function. But that methods you are writing based on feature file. See the connectivity. You are writing the methods based on feature file. In the feature file, what you maintain? What you maintain? Manual steps. Manual steps are there. According to that manual steps, you are writing the methods. You got manual step, you got the methods. Then you can go with execution. For doing execution, you are taking one more terminology. What is the terminology? Test run file. Nothing but one class will be creating, one empty class will create. In that particular empty class, you can provide class name can be anything according to the standards I given. Class name can be anything. In that particular class, you have to take care about in providing the automation script. Either one script need to execute or multiple script need to be executed. These execution also again executed based on feature file, because in the feature file what you provided manual step. See the understanding. You will start executing here. First, it will communicate future file. From the future file, it will understand the manual step. Based on that manual step, it will come to step definition file. In the step definition file, your actual methods are there. According to the code you written, it will go with execution. This is what exactly you are taking care about the connectivity, the whole concept of Cucumber followed by that particular three steps here. One you will be taking with future file and taking with step definition file and then taking with tester run file. So either you want to create Java project or you want to create Maven project according to your comfortable. According to your comfortable, you can take care about in creating with Java project or you can go with Maven project. In case of Java project, you need to download jar files and then add it to project. In case of Maven project, you need to provide the dependencies. The only concept is in case of Java project, you need to download the jar file and then add it to the project. In case of Maven project, you need to take care about in providing that particular respective dependency, that particular jar files. Just make a note of list of the jar files. For your understanding, just make a note of that particular list of the jar files here. So you need to take care about that particular list of jar files here. So just make a note of that particular jar files according to your comfortable. You can take care about Maven dependency. You can take care about that particular Maven dependency or you can take care about that particular respective jar files here. Did you guys written the screen test? Screen test has been written. Did you got the results? No? And this Saturday have automation exam. Timings 9 to 10. Take the plans according to that. 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Online. Online only. But the whole automation up to the frameworks concept. Up to the frameworks concept, including the Java. Up to frameworks, including the Java, need to take the preparation. So take with the plan according to that. That's done. Okay. So you have to take care about downloading that particular jar files individually. You need to take care about downloading that particular respective jar files individually, and then you need to take care about add it to the project. Otherwise, as usual, you have to take care about that particular Maven dependency. While taking with Maven dependency, you need to take care about Cucumber with Java and then taking with Cucumber with JUnit. I have not mentioned the test engine. By default, we can take care about that particular JUnit That is what I am working with that particular cucumber J unit. So according to your comfortable, you can go with dependencies or you can go with individual jar files here. But getting started with this, before getting started with this, you have to take care about in completing the cucumber installation followed by two steps here. You have to take care about that particular cucumber installation followed by these two particular steps here. Right. So before working with this particular cucumber, you have to take care about that particular cucumber installation followed by that particular two steps here. If I'm taking with that particular two steps, if I'm taking with that particular two steps, you need to be get mentioned. If I'm taking with that particular two steps, the first step, as usual, considering that install install Cucumber in Eclipse. Install Cucumber in Eclipse. The first step need to be done. The first step need to be done. You need to be get take care about install Cucumber in Eclipse. After that, you need to take care about download Cucumber jar files and add it to project. In case of Maven, you need to be get provide the dependencies according to the project. You need to take care about that particular respective jar files. You need to be get take care about add it to project. This is what we need to be get take care about. This is what we need to be get take care about in having the one you will be taking with installation, the one you will be taking with install Cucumber in Eclipse. Another one, what is it? Download Cucumber jar file and then add it to project. Concept is same, the same as TestNG. You can utilize that option of install new software or what is another option? Eclipse Marketplace. According to your comfortable, you can go with install new software or you can utilize Eclipse Marketplace and you can search for Cucumber, complete the installation. After that, take care about jar files activity. This is what you need to be get take care about. This is what you need to be get take care about in considering that taking with this particular respective installation. Once you done that particular installation, once you have been done with that particular installation, you need to be get take care about and continue that particular respective step. So as usual, the whole concept of that particular cucumber you need to be get take care about in followed by three steps here. I have been already completed that installation. I got installed Cucumber in Eclipse. That installation is done. And then that particular jar files I was taking care about utilizing that particular respective Maven project. I'm just taking care about Maven project. In that particular Maven project, I'm taking care about in providing dependencies related to Selenium. I'm just providing dependencies related to Selenium. I'm just providing that particular respective Selenium dependencies. Along with that, taking care about dependencies of Cucumber. Along with that, taking care about dependencies of Cucumber JUnit. Most of the time, when you are taking the practice, Cucumber Java, Cucumber JUnit, see that both the version should be the same. Whatever the version you are working, according to the compatibility, most of the time you will be getting the problem with this version. Most of the time you will be getting the problem with this particular version. When you are taking the practice, make sure that the Cucumber Java, Cucumber JUnit, both that particular version should be same. Okay, see that. So that we got provided. After that, creating the Maven project, you're already knowing it. Creating the package, the same steps will follow. Creating with the class, the same steps will be follow. Creating with the future file, you're already got the steps of future file. In that particular future file, what is the use of the future file? To provide all manual steps to develop automation script. We have to take care about in typing all these steps. It's not like by default it will generate what are all test cases, what are all the steps we need to automate, what are all the steps we have to automate, we need to take care about in providing or typing that particular step. How we can provide these things, what exactly mean by all these particular steps, will understand step by step. Just mention that future file and make a note of these steps. Write with the heading of future file, write with the heading of future file and make a note of that particular steps. Will understand what is the meaning of each and every particular step. All online students also, all online students also, please just make a note of that particular step. Will understand that what is the meaning of each and every particular step. Mention that future file, mention that future file and make a note of that particular steps. Just mention that future file and make a note of that particular respective steps. Your batch 3 months is done. 3 months completed. Fourth month. Yeah. Done. Okay. Make a note of the description. Make a note of the description of each and every particular step. Take with the first one @ symbol. Take the description of each and every one. Take the description for @ symbol. Write the description. Name of the test case. Name of the test case to be automated. Name of the test case to be automated. Name of the test case. Name of the test case to be automated. Take the next one, future. Write the next one, future. Write the description. Name of the project. Name of the project. Name of the project to be automated. Name of the project. Name of the project to be automated. Name of the project to be automated. Take the next one, scenario. Write the next one, scenario. Write the description. A small overview. A small overview or description. A small overview or description related to test case. A small overview or description related to test case. Related to test case. Take the next one, given. Write the next one, given. Write the description. Precondition. Precondition related to test case. Precondition related to test case. Precondition related to test case. Related to test case. Write the next one, when. Write the next one, when. Take the description. Test step to be performed. 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 Write the next one, then keyword. Write the next one, then. Write the next one, then. Take the description. Expected result. Expected result of test case. Expected result of test case. Expected result of test case. So here, how we can continue, we'll take an example also. First, I'll give the explanation and then I'll take one more test case and we'll execute. So our simple, first we got future file, we provide a test step. What is the first step? Open application. After that, verify title. After that, close application. If I want to open application, what are the steps we have to do? Launching the browser. After that, enter URL. Related to that, we need to write one method. Not only writing the method, when you write the limitations, what is the third limitation you written? Third limitation. Not able to provide connectivity between manual step and automation step. When it's come to the Cucumber, see that how we are taking the connectivity for manual step and automation step. We got the connectivity See that. What is a keyword? Given. What is a manual step? Open application. For this manual step, we are writing the method. Writing the method the same. We require connectivity. That connectivity for manual step, automation step, the mediator, the connectivity utilizing these particular respective keywords here. That particular respective connectivity utilizing this particular respective keywords here. So that connectivity we are taking into step definition file. This is just one particular class we created, and then we are writing our regular code only, provide that web driver and then driver, created one method, user defined method. What is the method name? Open application. Now we require the connectivity. If we cross check that future file, what is the step we provided? Open application. What is the keyword? Given. The same thing you provided. What is the keyword? Given. What is the step? Open application. So in the HRMS file, I mean future file what you written, the same thing you are providing. That is what the mapping, that is what the connectivity. To perform that, taking care about launching the browser, entering URL. Then in the future file, what is the second step? Verify title. In that particular step definition file, what is the method? Verify title. I have not written the code. You can write that code also. I just mentioned method name is verify title and the same keyword. And finally, what is the last step? Close application. That function also we have been written. What is the method? Close application. That code we written. That connectivity. Selenium concept will be the same. Any framework you need to be followed with the same. Just what exactly the standards to be followed. We got future file. According to the steps of future file, we got step definition file. Steps are there according to the step. Functions are there. Finally, we got test run file. What is the use of the test run file? Use of the test run file to execute one test case or multiple automation scripts based on future file. See that. See the class name. We provided the class name. What is the class name? Test run. Any code you written? No, not required to write any code. That is what we used to consider empty file. Now we just mention executing with the help of Cucumber. You need to import all the required packages and then executing with the help of Cucumber. Once it got executed, it's need to generate the report. What kind of report? HTML. It has to create one folder. What is a folder? Target. Under the target, one more folder considering the Cucumber-HTML report. We are informing to create that folder. Under that folder, HTML report need to be generated. See that. Don't be confused. We are informing to Cucumber, execute the program, run the program with the help of Cucumber, and then generate the results. That results, HTML report need to be generated having the folder of target. Under that Cucumber HTML report, which a test case it has to execute. The test case name you are providing here. What is the name you provided? Verify title. The same name need to be matched with future file. What is the name you got? No, this name. Verify title, including capital letter, small letter. As it is, it's need to match it. Then it will understand it has to execute this particular test case. Let me run. Let's execute it as usual. Taking with right click, run as. What is option? JUnit test. Now we can see that it has to take care about in executing and providing that particular results. There's this problem with JDK. Okay. It's need to take care about launching that particular browser and then entering that particular URL, and it has to take care about in closing that browser. Just a written only some small step according to your comfortable. You can write all that particular code. It has to take care about entering with the URL and then that particular one closing that particular browser. URL is not working. Okay. So that I'll cross check that. I can see that. So if I'm taking with this particular one, okay, see that. Let's try to take on that now. So if I'm just taking care about in providing, Raju, no? Raju, అది సర్వర్ ఆఫ్ అయినట్టుంది. సర్వర్ ఆఫ్ అయినట్టుంది అది. హెచ్ఆర్ఎంఎస్ సర్వర్ వర్కౌట్ లా. హలో రాజు, అది హెచ్ఆర్ఎంఎస్ సర్వర్ చెక్ చేయ రాజు ఒకసారి. హలో, హెచ్ఆర్ఎంఎస్ సర్వర్ చెక్ చేయవు ఒకసారి. రావట్లేదు అది. కొద్దిగా నాకు నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ ఉంటుంది, ఒక్కసారి చూడండి. రైట్, శ్రీధర్. See the understanding. We need to be get take care about in using the option. What is the option? Run as JUnit test. It has to take care about in executing and need to be get provide that particular respective results. It's need to be get take care about in having that particular results. See that how exactly that particular report has been generated. See the report. What it is mentioned? One scenario. According to the cucumber, it will understand one test case. In that particular test case, how many steps? How many, how many steps? 3 steps. This is like console report. If I'm taking with HTML report, what is the folder it has to create? For cucumber. Target. For cucumber, you need to be get with the folder considering the target folder. In that particular target folder, You got one more folder. What is it? Cucumber HTML report. Under that, you will be taking with index. Under that, you will be taking with index, which you will be able to see that in mention that that steps has been executed. In this way, you will be able to see that in having that particular respective HTML report. This is how we can take care about invoking this particular respective cucumber. Just to understand in a more detail, see the understanding. First, we got future file. What is the use of future file? To provide all manual step. For now, in our future file, how many test cases we provided? 3 test cases. How many test cases? Only one test case. In one test case, how many steps he got? 3 steps he got. Assume that you want to automate one more test case. If you want to automate one more test case, you need to create that particular test case for easy understanding and just mention test case 1 and taking with test case 2. That particular test case 2, considering that login, logout, meaning of @ symbol. What is it? Name of the test case. Okay. Meaning of the future. Name of the project. Are we working same project, different project? Same project, different project. Same project. Because of that, not like mandatory to provide that project name. Next one, scenario. Meaning of the scenario, small overview or description related to test case. Okay. Then you have to provide test step, open application, verify title, and taking care about login into application. After that, log out of application, and finally close application. Any manual step you require, the connectivity mapping is required. You are taking care about that particular keyword. You have to take care about in providing that keyword. Now we can see in our future file, how many test cases? One now. How many test cases we got? 2 test cases are there. One is verify title. Another one, login, logout. So in this way, according to that project, what are all test cases you want to automate? What are all the test cases you want to automate? You have to take care about in providing list of the test cases. That means in the framework, we are able to maintain that particular test cases. The second test case, what is the first step? Open application. Refer the future file. Do we have any method for that? Do you have method or not? Already there. It will reuse it. Doesn't require to write once again. Okay. Go with the second step. What is the second step? Verify title. Okay. Do we have any method for that? Do we have any method? Okay. Next. What is the next one? Login into application. For that, do we have any method? In the step definition file, do we have any method? No. As method is not available, we need to write it as usual. If method is there, it will reuse it. Not available, you have to take care about in writing considering that, taking the method, regular syntax, method name. I'm just mentioning that login. To perform the login, your regular code, what you will write? Driver dot find element by dot taking with name. What do you need to provide? txt username taking with dot considering the send case of you need to be get provide that particular Naresh IT. Then you will be taking with driver dot find element by dot taking with name. What is the name of that? txt password taking with dot considering the send case of taking with Naresh IT. Then you are taking care about considering dot taking with that particular driver dot find element by dot taking with name need to be get provide that name. What is the name? Submit dot taking with click activity for the confirmation printing the statement login completed. But this is just we written the method. We require connectivity to provide the connectivity. To provide the connectivity. What is a keyword? When taking the brackets and then you need to take care about that particular cap symbol and dollar symbol to take the connectivity. In the future file, what exactly the step you written, including capital letter and small letter, as it is, you need to provide. When it is taking the execution, it will refer future file. This step, as it is matching, then it will enter into that method and it will perform the step. Okay. Next, what is the next step? Log out of application. To perform the logout, do we have the method? Do we have the method? No. We need to write that as usual. Public taking with void considering that logout. So if I'm taking with that particular one, what is the keyword? When keyword. Be careful about capital letters and small letter. That particular one. In between, you need to provide that step. To perform the logout. To perform the logout, what you will write? Driver dot find element by dot link text. What is that particular text? Logout. And then dot taking with click activity. For the confirmation, you will be printing with the statement logout completed. The same according to that future file step, you have to take care about writing all that particular reusable functions. Finally, you will go with tester. What is the test case name? Verify title. But I want to execute second test case. Which test case you want to execute? Which test case you want to execute? You need to provide that test case name. Now, in the tester run file, how many test cases we provided? In the tester run file, how many test cases we provided? Only one test case here. Let me execute. It has to take care about executing how many test cases? One. It's need to execute only. It's need to get execute only one particular test case. Doing the login and taking with logout and close that application. This is we executing only one test case. According to the requirement, we can execute individual test cases or we can execute multiple group of test cases. See the result. How many test cases? 1. How many steps? 5 steps. In that second test case, we got 5 steps. Now I want to execute group of test cases. I want to execute group of test cases. See that I'm just taking care about test case 1. Taking care about test case 1. In the test run, giving the comma, providing that particular one. Now we can say that if I'm taking with this particular test run, in the test run, how many test cases we provided? How many? 2 test cases. If I'm executing, how many test cases it has to execute? How many test cases? 2 test cases. Let's say that it has to take care about executing 2 test cases. First test case, then it will take care about second test case. It's need to take care about second test case. Now it will provide you the whole results. See that. How many test cases? 2 test case. Combine of 2 test cases. How many steps? 8 step. The first test case, 3 step. Second test case, 5 step. That we got. If you want to cross check that HTML report, you can see that you got both the things here. One you will be taking with that particular test case 1 and taking with test case 2. So in this way, we can take care about utilizing this particular respective cucumber. When you are working in the real time, when you are working with the real time, is that mandatory? You will work these many things. In the real time, is that mandatory? You will work with these many things. It's totally depends on that particular project. It's not like mandatory that. It's not like mandatory that taking with. It's not like mandatory that you will be taking with all the things here according to that particular project requirement. According to that particular project or based on that particular client requirement, you have to take care about in utilizing that particular respective concepts here. But as part of learning, we need to be get take care about. As part of learning, we need to take care about in comfortable with all the concepts here. So need to be get take care about in getting comfortable all these concepts here. So while taking care about cucumber, mainly you need to be get comfortable in explaining these 3 particular steps. So take with the practice according to that. This we got Marvin and taking with cucumber. Everything available in your PDF file. Each and every step is available in your PDF file. At the same time, I'll give the code in the Google Classroom also. Take with the practice according to that. So next, we need to take care about other tools here, considering that Auto IT and Sicoli. So those 2 are very small tools here. We need to understand what is mean by Auto IT and Sicoli. That will be discussing it. So by that, we'll complete the functional testing and then we'll start with API testing. So tomorrow I'll complete that Sicoli and Auto IT. Those are very small tools here. And then we'll try to start API testing. And after that, we'll take care about all other things here. Okay. So please take care about all the things. Please take care about all that particular practice and take care about exam for Saturday. The whole automation. No manual, only automation up to frameworks including core Java concepts. take with the preparation according to that. Okay. Take care about the practice.